this week, all that we have been doing on Enuani Cultural Forum is to post videos that prove the antiquity of Ndị Igbo. Yes, you have heard a lot of Igbo people make bold to say we did not come from anywhere. In fact, in the book of our beloved wife and sister now, Professor Elizabeth Esiche, she boldly wrote about the Ndị Igbo. We did not come from anywhere. Write it down. So this week, we took time to post videos. Some of our videos up to 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Videos that prove the antiquity of Ndị Igbo. We posted videos like the Igbo Repository, held in 2024 December, organized in honor of His Royal Majesty, Ugwuele Emeka Alfred Achebe, the Obi of Onitsha. We also shared videos of the 2009 book presentation that held in Harlem, one of the biggest book fairs in the world, where our sister, Dr. Catherine Acholonu, presented her book titled They Lived Before Adam. She presented that book in New York in 2009. And then we also presented a video where Professor Chima J. Korie analyzed the antiquity of Ndị Igbo using the Bantu migration as illustration. Professor Chima J. Korie is a distinguished professor of history. In fact, it is remarkable to state that he made first class as a history student when he graduated from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. These are reputable professors of history. When our sister, Catherine Acholonu, presented her book in New York at the Harlem Book Fair, she had professors in attendance and she took questions from them. Notable among the things she pointed to that cement the fact that Igbos are people of antiquity are: 1, the monoliths at Ikom. The Ikom monoliths. Of course, if this is your first time of hearing it, you can type it into your phone. IKOM, Ikom monoliths, discovered in the then eastern Nigeria, in present-day Cross River State, Calabar. Ikom monoliths in Ikom, Cross River State, where it was discovered that there were over 450 monoliths with ancient inscriptions on them, including that which was credited to be the monolith of Shishe. Remember in the Bible book of Genesis, Adam called Eve Shishe. Shishe was the first name that Adam called Eve before he called her Chava. These are proofs in the Bible. Now, the monolith in Ikom depicting Shishe, the first woman that gave birth through normal vaginal delivery, is seen bearing signs of tear line coming down her eyes to show that childbirth caused pain. The pain of bringing a child into this world is depicted in that image. Now, these images are dated older than the biblical stories. That is one of the proofs of antiquity of Ndị Igbo. Another very striking proof are the axe heads and stone tools discovered in Ugwuele, is located in Abia State. Now, in the old Imo State, it was under the Okigwe region, the Okigwe zone. Some people have even postulated that Okigwe may mean Okuigwe, fire descending from heaven. Now, the stone tools discovered in Ugwuele are over 280,000 years. Yes, you heard me right. Over 280,000 years, when they were all dated by archaeologists. All these things are verifiable. There were research conducted by historians and anthropologists and archaeologists as well. You can find them on the internet. The stone tools discovered in Ugwuele, Okigwe, that is the second proof of Igbo antiquity. The third proof of Igbo antiquity is Also, the discovery of an iron smelting site at Lejja, Nsukka, Enugu State.
Lejja iron smelting site in Nsukka is dated at least 4,600 years old, making it the oldest iron smelting site in the world.
That challenged a lot of historical beliefs by anthropologists who had already discovered an iron smelting site around the West Indies. But this one in Lejja, Nsukka, turns out to be the oldest iron smelting site in the world. All these are located in Igbo land. Now, we will not start talking about the artifacts excavated by Isaiah Anozie at Igbo-Ukwu. These ones are 9th century, just 9th century, but yet older than all other artifacts, older than the Nok arts. Of course, Nok, you know, is part of the former Eastern region. Yes, Nok, consisting areas in Cameroon and Nigeria. Now, we are talking about the age of the artifacts excavated at Igbo-Ukwu by Isaiah Anozie while he was digging a well beside his house. Now, these artifacts are excavated by Isaiah Anozie called Igbo-Ukwu arts today. Proven, many of them certified by National Council for Museums and Monuments and registered, are older than every other artifact excavated in Nigeria, older than the Ife Act, older than the Bini Bronze, older than every other art. Now we are trying to establish the antiquity of Ndị Igbo using scientific proof. That is what we were up to this week. And I'm asking you, as one of our active and vibrant followers, which of the topics we treated within the week caught your attention the most? The Igbo repository that held in Awka in 2024 in honor of Igwe Alfred Achebe, that saw the gathering of intellectuals, including traditional rulers, who believe that Igbo history should be revisited and repositioned. Which of these did you find the most interesting? I would like you to drop a comment in this comment section. Let us know which of these topics caught your attention the most. And then, very importantly, I would like to use this opportunity to ask you who is following us to please support what we are doing. Nations that know what they are doing invest so much in historical research and documentation. So what we are doing is not cheap. Research, documentation, creating videos and posting them to you online. Please, if there's any way you can support our work, do so. You can do so by sending us stars or super thanks. You can also do so by checking our popular videos where we have pinned our details. Of course, I will drop those details here in this comment section, perhaps after posting this video, so that you can support us in any way you can. Let us know which of the topics we treated within the week caught your attention the most. We posted video of the book fair that held in 2009 at the Harlem Book Fair in New York, United States of America, where our sister Catherine Acholono presented her book, They Lived Before Adam, where she reeled out proofs, both linguistic evidences and scientific proofs on ground that the Igbo people are people of antiquity. In fact, that it is from Igbo land that people started migrating to go and people other areas of the world. She was able to draw lines of inference, lines of convergence between the Igbo language and all other languages of the world that are considered ancient languages. She was also able to interpret some of the inscriptions on the monuments and monoliths found at Ikom in Cross River State. The Ikom monoliths are nothing less than a global treasure because they were discovered in a virgin forest, uninhabited forest, and when they were dated, their age was found to be older than the Egyptian monuments, because most people usually refer to the pyramids in Egypt, which are way younger in age in terms of the epoch that they were created. This is Enuani Cultural Forum. In case you have not followed or subscribed to our channel, kindly do so. And please, I would like to see your comment in the comment section. Let us know which of the topics we posted within the week caught your attention the most. Kindly let us know. Drop your comments and we'll be glad to respond to them. And please, kindly support the beautiful work we are doing. And thank you for sharing our videos. Thank you for subscribing to our channel if you have already subscribed. If you have not, please subscribe. Kindly share our videos. Recommend it to your friends, your groups, your people who are interested in the promotion of Igbo culture, Igbo history, and our illustrious cultural heritage. Catherine Acholonu presented her book, They Lived Before Adam. She made it very clear. I don't know what she read in her university days. I am a science student. In fact, I majored in genetic engineering and biotechnology. I do not have any belief, faith-based belief in history. Scientific belief in history is what I have. The biblical theory of man's existence, of creation, is faith-based. It has no scientific proof at all. It is faith-based. So those who have faith believe in it wholly. Those who do not also believe in faith-based history will let you know that the epoch which the Bible places the time that Adam came and the archaeological discoveries in Igbo land, places like Ugwuele, like I described, and other places in Igbo land like the monoliths that I told you were just discovered in Ikom and all other parts of Igbo land are older than the biblical story. They are way older. So that is it. If you believe in the biblical story, it's okay, but it is faith-based. The Ikom monoliths, for instance, are older than whenever it was described that the Adam story came from the Bible. And also, when the Garden of Eden was described, it is described to be around somewhere around Ethiopia, Mesopotamia, and then there's a river in that Garden of Eden. If we are to go by the biblical story, and then the river flowed south. The south of Ethiopia is this way, not up there, that the place they now call Israel. The Israel we have today is a nomenclature, a creation of the Rothschild family. The name Israel was the name God in the Bible gave to Jacob and Jacob's children. His children became the 12 tribes of Israel. You can't find those 12 tribes in the present day location called Israel. So the present day location called Israel is just like a myth. It's a creation of the Rothschild business family. That's just to say the least. So the real people called Israel, the children of Judah, the children of Joseph, the children of Benjamin, the children of Ephraim, all the sons, 12 sons of Jacob, later named Israel, are scattered all over the world. Thank you so much for that question, my brother Solomon, the wise one. So I can take any other question. Let us also know, what are your thoughts? Have you been able to pick up that book, They Lived Before Adam? What are your findings? What did you discover? Also, the recent video I put out, where Professor Chima J. Korea, a professor of history, made his presentation on the relationship between the Proto-Bantu areas and other Bantu speakers. Now, this Bantu language is considered one of the oldest languages in Africa. And the Proto-Bantu people are believed to have started migrating from You'll be surprised. Igbo land. Now, this narrative of Professor J. Corey is in convergence with the narrative already put forward by Catherine Acholonu in her book. And also, very recently, the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Enitan, recently made a video to say that Igbos are the oldest race on earth. That in fact, where he lives in called Ife was founded by Igbo people. And that there are pockets of lineages of Igbo people that are still in Ife till today. He called them the lineage of Obatala. He also described how Igbos are the founders of wealth. Until today, they have a festival called Aje Festival, which is dedicated to the Igbo people. And that Igbos should please stop saying they migrated from Israel. That in fact, Israel migrated from Igbo land. All this came from the Oni of Ife. Although a lot of people came out to start saying that he was talking about Igbos, not Igbo. Now, he is too educated to make such an error. And I don't know if the Igbos are also referred as people who came from Israel. Everyone knows that it is the Igbos of the southeastern part of Nigeria that people often refer as Israelites, or that they are Hebrews, or they are Hebrews. Now, where the name Igbo mainly featured is because of spelling. Instead of spelling Igbo, the GB letter of the Igbo alphabet is missing in the English alphabet and so many other alphabets of the world. They don't have a GB, so they usually use B, IBO, Igbo, or EBO, Igbo, or HEEBO, Igbo, or EBO, Igbo. They all mean the same thing. You can't tell me that because they're spelled Onitsha as ONITSHA and other Onitsha as ONICHA that they are no longer Umwezechime. That's still Umwezechime. I want to also use this opportunity, since we're increasing in number, to plead with you to please subscribe to our channel. If you are enjoying our videos, our documentaries, also support what we are doing. Please support our work financially, support us morally, encourage what we are doing. It's been a very long time, probably even close to 6 months or a year, that anybody even give me super thanks. Before, if I go live like this, I will be seeing gifts. I want to see that happen today if it's possible. Send me gifts. Make una send me gifts. Support what we are doing. It takes a lot to do historical documentary and research. But today I want us to interact.